Welcome back to Top 5 Auto Repairs. How do you know it is time to change your brake shoes? On a typical brake drum system, it's going to consist of the drums, it's going to consist of the brake shoes, it's going to consist of the wheel cylinder, it's going to consist of a lot of brake hardware such as the return spring, the hold down spring, it's going to have these pins right here, it's going to have the adjusting stars, it's going to have these clips, and so on. How do you know it is time to change your brake shoes? So if you have a drum brake system on your vehicle, the brake shoes are always going to be located on the back end of the brake system, and the disc brakes are always going to be located on the front end. First sign that you know that it's time to change your brake shoe is going to be your brake pedal still feels like it's sinking to the floor. For example, let's just say you notice you had some issue with your brakes and you changed the front brake pads. And when you change your front brake pad and it feels like your brake pedal is still sinking to the floor like a good amount, there's going to be a good chance that it's going to be your brake shoe friction materials that are worn, and it's time to change that brake shoe. Of course, you don't want to randomly just change that brake shoes. You want to make sure that you don't have any air in the brake system, and you also want to make sure that there are no leaks as well. And most importantly, you want to make sure your master cylinder is not worn. The next sign that you know that your brake shoes are worn is going to be noise. So you step on a brake pedal and you hear some sort of noise coming from the back end, most likely your brake shoes are worn. If the brake shoe friction material or lining are not 100% completely worn yet, most likely you're going to hear some sort of squeaking noise or squealing noise. If the friction materials are completely worn, you're going to hear a loud grinding noise when you step on that brake pedal. So when the friction materials are completely worn, this backside of the brake shoe is going to rub right against the brake drum, and again it's going to cause that extremely loud grinding noise. How do you know it is time to change your brake shoes? Here's an example. So I have a nickel and a penny. From my experience, if the brake material is about as thin as a nickel, it is time to replace it. And if the friction material is as thin as a penny, it's already too late. And most likely, again, it's going to cause that grinding noise when you step on that brake pedal. Let's just say you're inspecting your brake shoe and you notice that it is worn unevenly. For example, let's just say this part over here, let's just say you got a good amount of material over here. And let's just say on this edge over here is extremely thin and this edge is extremely thin. Again, what else could the problem be? The most likely problem is going to be your brake hardware. So you have this hold down spring over here, and which basically hold the brake shoe in place. And sometimes this can literally pop right out. When this pop right out, it's going to cause the brake shoe to shift, and it can shift at a certain angle. And again, that's going to cause that grinding noise. The next sign that you know that it's time to change your brake shoe is going to be longer braking distance. Again, if you change your front brake pad, and when you brake and it still feels like your vehicle is taking longer to stop, again, that's going to be caused by a worn brake shoe friction material. The next sign that you know that it's time to change your brake shoe is going to be when you are parking your vehicle, let's just say at an incline, and it feels like your vehicle still want to move, there's a very high chance it's time to change those brake shoes. For an average person, it is not easy for them to inspect the brake shoes simply because you need to jack up the vehicle and you need to remove the wheel and then you need to remove the drum. And in most cases, when you're trying to remove the drum, most likely it's going to be stuck and it's not easy to inspect it. In this case, I'm going to show you guys a very simple method. All you have to do, let's just say you have a car and let's just say it has a handbrake. All you have to do is just lift up your handbrake. If it feels like your handbrake is traveling more than, let's just say 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, that means the brake shoes linings are worn. If you have a truck or SUV, most likely you're going to have foot brake. All you have to do is step on the foot brake. If it feels like the foot brake is going all the way to the floor and there's not much effort needed to push it all the way, again, most likely it's going to be caused by a worn friction material on the brake shoe. If you have the chance to inspect your drum system, always check the brake hardware, check the wheel cylinder for leaks. You want to make sure that these springs, there's adequate tension on it. You want to make sure you inspect everything. You want to make sure you inspect the parking cable and so on. You want to make sure everything is working properly before putting everything back together. If you are changing your brake shoe, there's a very high chance that this wheel cylinder might start to leak brake fluid. Most likely because when you're trying to install it or trying to remove it, this seal over here might start to move around a little bit, and it's going to cause a leak right at the piston. If the wheel cylinder starts to leak, don't worry about it too much. Just put everything back together and test the brake system. And if you're stepping on the brake pedal and the leak stops, you're okay. However, if it continues to leak, then yeah, you're gonna have to take everything apart again, change that wheel cylinder, and you have to bleed the system for air. And lastly, don't forget to adjust your brake drums. Basically, there's gonna be an adjusting star on it, and you have to just turn that wheel on it. It's either gonna be clockwise or counterclockwise. Just play with it and you'll figure it out. How did you know you got it properly adjusted? So if you're putting back the brake drum, it should barely go inside. There should be a slight drag when you're putting in the brake drum. If it feels like you're putting it in and it goes in too easy, it needs to be adjusted again. Or you try to put it in and it feels like you can't get the drum in, you need to adjust it again. Again, when you put the brake drum in, it must go in. There must be some sort of drag when you put it back in. After you're done adjusting it, next you want to test it. If you're just by yourself, just set the foot brake or the hand brake. Next, try to turn the drum. If you can turn the drum, that means it is too loose. And again, you need to adjust that the brake system. If you're turning it and it feels like you cannot turn it at all, then you know you got it properly adjusted. I hope you found this video useful. As always, thank you for watching and subscribe to Top 5 Auto Repairs.